What's up YouTube, Jerry Land here with NOBA Tech, bringing you my first Q&A ever, #asknoba. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, and I finally hit up Twitter, hit up Instagram, got a ton of questions, and basically I just wanted to help you guys get to know me a little bit better. So without further ado, let's get to the first question. If you don't see your question in this video, it's because it's probably in part 2. I split this video into 2 parts because there were so many questions. I wanted to answer them all, but the video got way too long. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you want to see part 2, and I'll get that released. So first off, we have @Raphael_J8. He says, what are your favorite headphones? Well, I'd have to say the Bose QC25. So those are the ones that I'm currently using. I use them every single day. I've used them for I think a year now at least, but I actually have a custom colorware model that's matte black and glossy mint, and I think it looks super sweet. You guys know mint is my color. I think it looks great. They sound fantastic, and the noise canceling has no competition right now. And the best part is they are the most comfortable headphones that I've ever used. @Matt Gonzalez says, what is your day job? What do you do besides videos and tech? @another_Ronnie also says, what's your main job? I don't know if this has been asked. Well, I'm actually in grad school right now at UC San Diego, and I'm trying to become a teacher, and I want to teach chemistry. If you guys didn't know that, I'm a chemistry nerd. Besides that, YouTube is kind of like a side hobby / a job since I do make money from it, and I also actually just launched a wedding videography business. So feel free to check out my website. I'll link it down below. It's called nobamedia.com. So if you know anyone that's engaged or getting married in Southern California, tell them to hit me up. @HiErnie says, when you become a teacher, how will you incorporate tech and YouTube to inspire and teach your students? I actually really like this question, Ernie. When I become a teacher, I definitely want to use lots of tech in my classroom. I think it'll help motivate my students, but also just get them excited to come to class and be able to have a change. I'm sick of teachers just doing notes or just lecturing to these kids that don't want to listen. I want to help my kids feel as excited about chemistry as I am, because chemistry can be lots of fun. Just the other day, I did an explosion in a classroom, which was awesome. But I plan on using things like my kids' cell phones. I don't want to just be a teacher that says, put your cell phones away. I want them to actually take it out, take polls in the classroom, use their cell phones, and just be able to have fun with that. And I do plan on making some lessons in videos so that my kids can watch it when they're at home or refer to it when they need it. If you haven't heard of this, there's something called a reverse classroom where the teacher actually makes videos and has their kids watch them at home, kind of as their homework to watch the lesson. And when they come to school, that's where they do their homework or classwork, and that's when the teacher is able to actually help them in the class instead of kids just struggling at home to do homework that they don't know how to do. So I think a reverse classroom is pretty cool, and there's just tons of other ways I want to use tech in my classroom. If any of you have any suggestions, make sure to comment below. I'd love to hear those. @IanNaikatan says, what motivates you most in life? As some of you may know, I am a Christian, and I know that I can do all things through Christ, so God definitely motivates me, and as well as my wife and my family. Some of you might not have known this, but I'm 23, and I am happily married, and my wife is one of my biggest role models. My name is Juan Pa says, who is your inspiration to start YouTube? @KingAtlas89 also said, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos? @AKrishna Akil, I hope I said that correctly. He asked a similar question. He said, why did you start doing YouTube? I don't think I have a single inspiration to start YouTube. I had always kind of just watched a ton of YouTube videos and did my research on YouTube whenever I wanted to go out and buy a new thing, buy a new tech item, or learn how to do something. And I just thought to myself one day, that looks like a lot of fun, and I think I could actually do that pretty well. So I just decided to go for it, and I think I'm coming up on almost 2 years on YouTube now. So 2 years have passed. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are super awesome, so thank you so much for the support, and hopefully we got a lot more years to come. @VinnyExtreme007 says, how did you come up with such an awesome name? I really appreciate that question. I love my channel name. So NOBA Tech, if you didn't know, stands for not only but also tech. And I actually thought long and hard about this. My channel used to just be my full name. like a lot of YouTubers have, but I wanted to create a brand. And it was when I was driving home from work one day, I passed by a Bed Bath & Beyond, and I was like, Bed Bath & Beyond. They cover a lot of different things, kind of like what I do with my YouTube channel, and I just thought to myself, not only, but also tech. And not only, but also is actually one of my favorite phrases / sentences to use in essays when I write essays, so that kind of helped too. So not only, but also tech, and I shortened it to NOBA Tech, and that was just super catchy. So there you go. At Ricardo D96 says, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? Master of time and space. You could do anything. Duh. But without the brain tumor like Hiro Nakamura. At Tony Xavier with 2 O's asks, what is your message to people getting into YouTube? A_Guan asks a similar question. He says, any tips for someone who wants to go into the tech videos / reviewing world on YouTube, since there's so much competition? At Sam559146883 also asks, tips for YouTubers who've just started tech channels? Come on, I had to include this guy. That username though. I think this is a great question, and I actually see it all the time in different Q&A videos because I love watching Q&A videos myself, and this one's super important. I just gotta say, you need to be creative and just think outside the box. I see tons of Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge videos right now. A month ago, there were a ton of NVIDIA Shield videos. I say just try to do something different, put out content that your subscribers can see. Oh, NVIDIA Shield, Galaxy S7, Galaxy S7, NVIDIA Shield. Oh, Tony Xavier did this video instead. That looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna watch that. So I think being original, being creative is a huge part of it. I definitely do some items that are popular just because I really like them, but I also try to find those unique items. I kind of like what Unbox Therapy is doing right now with all those weird, cool tech gadgets that he finds and his Does It Suck videos. I think it's fun to find those items that not everybody's doing, and you can just bring a whole new field of view to your audience. So I say be original. At Lion103 says, what is your favorite editing software? I think between Final Cut Pro 10 and Adobe, I'm gonna have to say FCPX, but it might surprise some of you to know that I am using neither of those. I actually still use iMovie, and I'm loving it. It edits 4K fine, it's super smooth, and it exports faster than Adobe Premiere Pro right now, so I don't know why I would stop using it. I definitely have FCPX and want to start learning it, but have been too lazy. I know there's tons of tutorial videos, but if you're someone who lives in the San Diego area or near there and would like to teach me, I would love that. That would be a lot of fun, so hit me up on Twitter. At MattGK23 says, what inspired you to make your Ikea countertop as a desk idea that ended up being a trend in the tech community? That's a great question. I didn't really know it was a trend. I know a couple people have started doing a similar setup, and I really love that. If you are thinking about doing a setup just like mine, tweet at me. I'd love to see it. I'd love to retweet it and share it with everyone because that's awesome. But it mainly was just because I knew Ikea has a lot of cheap stuff, so that works out great. But I just wasn't satisfied with the different tables and tabletops and legs that they were offering, so I tried to figure out a way to find my own desk or make my own desk, and that's when I walked by the kitchen area and saw all those different countertop types and colors and materials, and I thought, hey, that sounds pretty awesome. So I gave it a try, and I guess it's catching on, so that's super cool. At Austin Meyer asks, how much NOBA could a NOBA chuck if a NOBA chuck could chuck NOBA? Let's see. The answer's 1 NOBA. Only 1. At the Badazzle says, and this is the last question, what is your favorite moment about starting your tech channel? I think my favorite moment about starting my tech channel was the fact that my second video I ever made went, in a sense, viral to me, because it's, I think currently right now has over 100,000 views or something like that, and that was just amazing because I was such a noob. I was using my iPhone 5 yeah, I think it was my iPhone 5 filming, and I was filming like this. I wasn't even filming landscape, so I was one of those noobs that had the black bars on the side of his YouTube videos just because he didn't know that you needed to turn it this way. But it was the content. It was the content that mattered, and it was cool to see that people actually cared about what I was saying and liked the video that I made and wanted to see more. So that was super rewarding, and for that to be my second video I ever made on YouTube is pretty awesome. So I think that was it. So thank you all so much for watching this first Q&A. It was a lot of fun for me answering your questions and seeing what you guys were curious to know about. I really want you guys to get to know me better and not just have me be this person on the other side of a screen. I'd love to get to know all of you as well, so hit me up on Twitter. I read every single comment. I reply to almost every single comment. Mostly if I don't reply, it's because you guys are saying mean, hateful comments and I might have to block you. But with that said, I'd love to get to know all of you, so hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram @NOBA Technology. Check out my new website. It's nobamedia.com, and if you know anybody getting married soon, anybody that's engaged, tell them to hit me up because I am getting into the wedding video business. So thank you all so much for watching. Stick around and make sure you check out my other videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can find out when the next Q&A comes out, or the next giveaway, or just the next review video. Thank you all so much for your support. Don't forget, if you want to see part 2 of this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll get that released ASAP. My name's Jerry Land with NOBA Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next one.